The Virtual Boy was one of Nintendo's biggest failures in their entire run of video game consoles. The console was released in North America on August 1995 and discontinued a mere 7 months later in March of 1996. Nintendo had big plans for this so-called virtual console, many games planned along with different peripherals as well. And so in today's video, we're going to go over one of the Virtual Boy's unreleased games, Dragon Hopper. Dragon Hopper, also known as Jump Dragon in Japan, was an unreleased video game that was being developed by Intelligent Systems and was to be published by Nintendo for the Virtual Boy. It's a platform puzzle game where the player could walk around various levels and jump up and down to reach new areas, as well as earn new skills along the way. Nothing too special from your typical platforming game, to be honest. Dragon Hopper was expected to be one of the best 1996 Virtual Boy games, but the intended August 26, 1996 release of this game at a price of $34.95 never became a reality. However, a prototype exists as the game was shown at Space World 1995 and E3 1996. It was even previewed by Nintendo Power magazine in issue 86. Now let's talk about the game itself. In the beginning, the protagonist known as Doran, a young dragon prince, lived in a magical kingdom called Celestia, where he and his family lived happily, until his family was put into jail by the corrupt Prime Minister. While being chased by soldiers, Doran ran away. However, he tripped and fell into a mysterious hole, falling in the land of Faerun. From here, he must climb upwards while rescuing spirit fairies and learning new spells, allowing him to pass through the 7 worlds to free his family and defeat the Prime Minister. Now, as stated before, players control Doran the Dragon Prince, with whom they jump through multi-level stages in an overhead view. The game contains adventure elements like exploring the levels, interacting with helpful creatures, and battling foes and guardians to find the 4 spirits who come help Doran in his quest. Now the big gimmick of the game is the jumping. Doran leaps amazingly high to reach platforms and new areas, or drop down to hidden areas of stages that appear through holes or at the end of the past. You have to look everywhere in this game, collecting stars and other items, finding keys, traveling through warp gates, and avoiding all of the hazards that each level has to offer, before heading to the end of the level. Now Doran won't get hurt if he falls to the ground unless there isn't anything to land on. You can't lose sight of your dragon if he trots beneath a platform. A user-friendly feature turns all of the upper floors transparent whenever Doran walks beneath them, so you always have a view of the action, which is very cool. As you jump higher and higher, the floor far below gradually fades from view. Through the game, Doran is intended to be a small fairy. The game has 7 airy worlds crammed with staggered floors, tiny terraces, and minuscule platforms. The leaps become more difficult as Doran climbs up out of the Great Tunnel, crosses the plains of the Earth, and enters the Tower of Infinity. At the end of each world, a guardian awaits him. Each world has a hidden warp tile that teleports you to a magic shop. Here you can spend your hard-earned star coins on new spells or pay to play for a chance to win more money in bonus games. With battery-packed memory, a special feature called Element of Discovery allows Doran to wander through each level in search of a star to take him to the next level. Adventure elements include defeating new enemies and obstacles to solve problems. Each time you rescue a fairy spirit, they give you clues and you receive an elemental power. When you free the Earth Spirit from his prison in the Great Tunnel, he gives you the power to create a large earthquake that destroys enemies and crumbles weak floors. The Water Spirit is locked away in a rusty cage in the Earth level. She can teach you the magic of the Ice Dragon. This allows you to freeze water with a frosty blast, allowing you to walk through the ice. With each level completed, Doran grows and becomes much more powerful. Now, even though it wasn't thoroughly discussed, it is believed that the main reason why this game got canned was due to the Virtual Boy's big commercial flop. Now, as stated before, prototypes of this game are rumored to exist, and many users in the Virtual Boy forums have reportedly seen this game with their own eyes. Also, video game magazines back in the day were given playable copies of the game to review and capture images from, but so far none have surfaced. Now, unfortunately, that is pretty much all we know of Dragon Hopper. Thank you guys for watching. Check out some of our other videos if you'd like, and remember to follow us on Twitter and make some suggestions of any future videos you'd like to see. And I'll see you all next time.